G'day YouTube, Max right here, and I'm pretty happy today because I get to deliver on a promise which I had made for you guys a few months ago, and I'm sorry it took so long. But the promise I gave you was that I would give you my wealth calculator, which calculates your wealth in lots of different things, not just dollars or your local fiat currency. It calculates your wealth in gold and Bitcoin and used cars and real estate and Apple stock and the Dow Jones, a whole bunch of other things. Because what we're going to see coming in the next sort of few years is my prediction is that you're going to see the fiat currencies of the world go haywire. And if you're thinking in terms of your wealth, in terms of that, you might miss some obvious signs. So I am proud to share with you today this tool. So this is the tool I use, and I've been using it for a while. However, it was really ghetto, and I wanted it to make it a little bit prettier and make it a little bit better and more user-friendly. It wasn't just for me, so I had to make it a little bit better. And a very kind customer of Success Council emailed me one day and said, "Hey Max, you promised this wealth calculator ages ago. What up? Can I help do it?" And shout out to Perry Plotkin. He has been extremely helpful, and he made this 1,000 times better than I ever had it. So give Perry a little bit of love in the comments and give him a thank you for that, please. So here is my wealth calculator, and as I mentioned, what it does is it measures your wealth in a whole bunch of other things. So I'll show you how it works first. So every quarter, right here, January 20, for example, right here on C4. Actually, let me see. Does it? When I highlight, yeah, when I highlight, you get to see the highlight. You just don't see my mouse cursor, which is frustrating. But okay, so January 2020, you just put down the price of everything. So once a quarter, you just do this. You put the price of gold, the price of silver, the price of Bitcoin, the price of Ethereum, the price of all these things. And if you don't know where these things are, we've actually, Perry, what he's done is hyperlinked all these things. So if you want to know the price of gold, you just hover over here, click on that, and it'll take you through to the website which will give you the price of gold. If you want to know, the price of steak per pound, you go ahead and you click on this link, and right there on that webpage, it'll tell you that. So that's kind of cool. Let me bring this over here. Yes. So every quarter, I go ahead and put down the price of all these different assets. October 2020 hasn't happened yet, so we just got some round numbers in here, and you guys are encouraged to do that. Fill this in every single quarter for yourselves. Now down here, we have my holdings. And so you just every quarter, if you don't buy or do any buying or selling during the quarter, then it's just going to be exactly the same. You can copy all those cells and copy them across. But let's say between April and July, you maybe sell 1 ounce of gold, so gold would go down from 10 to 9, and you use that gold to buy an extra 50 ounces of silver, and so the silver one would go up 100, and you can just this is just tracks your actual holdings of how many ounces of gold, how many ounces of silver, how many Bitcoin you have, how many Ethereum do you have, etc., etc. And then that is it. So you'll notice there's a color change here. There's blue cells here, and then all of these cells in here will be blue. They're the only things you need to change. That's where you input your data. Everything else is going to work automatically for you. And so let's see what the information that it produces is. So the first thing, it will tell you your asset values in US dollars. So that's going to, depending on the price changes of all these different assets, that's all different. It then sums it up, and you can sort of track your wealth in US dollars. That's useful, but there's lots of tools out there that will do that. Here's where I think this gets really cool. It'll tell you your wealth. If you liquidated all of your assets and only bought gold bullion, how much gold bullion would you be able to buy? And you can see between January and April, the hypothetical person that's in this chart, their wealth went down by 15 ounces of gold. But then it went up by 21 ounces of gold in the next quarter, etc., etc. And we come down here, there are some useful links here which you can check out. But then you've got these graphs. So you've got your net worth in US dollars. You got your net worth in gold bullion, silver bullion, etc., etc., all of the different asset classes. And you can track, is your wealth going up in whatever different asset class you would like. Now, I've got here gold bullion, silver bullion, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Apple stock, median house price, used car vehicles, and sirloin steak by the pound. If you want to change this stuff, it's very simple. You just click in here and change this. And so let's say you didn't want sirloin steak and you wanted to measure your wealth in, let's call it chain link. You go in here and do chain link. You would, if you want, you can change this pound and this link to where you get the chain link price. And then you just put the chain link price here, 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 and here, and it will start tracking it over time. And you'll notice that it updated it down here below. So it's what was steak is now chain link all the way through this spreadsheet, and it's going to track everything. Everything now, it can measure your wealth in chain link if that is your bag. I'm going to go ahead and click undo. So we're going to go back to sirloin steak here. So guys, this is a really, really cool tool. Now let me show you how to get started. I'm going to send this to you in 2 forms. Some of you might want the Excel spreadsheet to just have on your computer, and it just sits on your desktop or your laptop or whatever. In which case, you'll be sent an email with that. You can just go ahead and download. There'll be a link to download that. Others you might like to keep this on your Google Drive, and I'm just going to send you a link to this spreadsheet right here. Now, you're not going to be able to change this one because we'd have thousands of people changing their spreadsheet over the top of each other. So the very first step, you'll need to hit File and then hit Make a Copy. And you can go ahead and make a copy of this spreadsheet where you will be the admin of it. And so you can change it. No one else will have access to it except Google, of course. And then you can go and change all this data. But you won't be able to change the data until you make a copy. So you're going to get those 2 forms. They're both options for you. And how to get it, we're going to go to successcouncil.com free. Go to successcouncil.com free. This video will probably be right here where this video placeholder is. And you can go ahead and just type in your email address here, and I will click this yes, email me access, and I will email you the 2 things that I'm offering there, which is the spreadsheet that you can download onto your computer and the link for Google Drive if you just want to keep it online and more accessible to yourself. So I think it's a really fun tool. It's a fun way to track your wealth and really cool. And again, shout out to Perry for making a really, really cool spreadsheet. I really appreciate his efforts on that. So go there, successcouncil.com/free. It'll be the first link in the description of the video, and you can get that. If you're a member, you don't need to do this, by the way. If you're a Success Council paid member, go into the members area, and you can find this in the very bottom of the menu. I'll put that in there for you, okay? So guys, peace, love. Sorry this took so long to deliver for my YouTube subscribers. But finally here, and thank you to Perry. Guys, take care, and I will see you soon.